welcome back to Franchise Hockey Manager 7 with the Boston Bruins. We've reached double digits, I believe. This is episode 10, and we are at the playoffs of year 2. We made the playoffs as the number 8 seed this season, so that gives us the task of taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, who finished 55-19, or 55-19-8, I guess I should say. Good for 118 points. They had 30 more points than us. So the way I think I'm going to handle the playoffs is I'm going to sim until an elimination game. So whether that's, we're down 3-0 and we play game 4, or whether that's, we're tied at 3 through 7 games or through 6 games and we play game 7, that's how we'll do it. So if we're down 3-0 and we go to game 4 and we win game 4, then we'll also play game 5. So we're basically going to play all the elimination games. But before we do that, let's quickly take a look at the Tampa Bay Lightning and see exactly what we're dealing with. So you know who they've got: Braden Point, Steven Stamkos, Nikita Kucherov, Victor Hedman, Sergachev, McDonough, Tyler Johnson, Andre Palat, Killorn. I mean, it just a list goes on and on and on. In goal, Vasilevsky is going to be their anchor. He was 50-17 with a .244 goals against and a .922 save percentage on the season. Offensively, they had the top 2 point scorers in the NHL in Kucherov and Point. Stamkos was a point-a-game guy. Tyler Johnson had 69 points in 79 games. Nice. Victor Hedman, 53-80. Yanni Gourde, 51 in 78. Alex Killorn, 22 goals. Palat had 14. Pat Maroon. Do you know he's from St. Louis? Had 30. Sorry, that's a joke for Bruins fans. Every time Pat Maroon touched the puck in the 2019 Stanley Cup Finals, the announcers would mention how he was from St. Louis, so it just became a thing, and I'm not bitter, but it would have been nice to see the Bruins win that game. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So regardless, we have a very difficult task ahead of us against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's just quickly, again, I did this right at the end of last episode, so if you're watching these back-to-back, it's going to feel repetitious, but if it's been a while, just review our stats. Marchand and Pastrnak and Bergeron, our top line was exactly what you would expect from the top line. We had pretty balanced scoring beyond that. I mean, Jake DeBrusk had 26 goals, and then we had 3, 6, 7 other players with at least 12. So, the difference is in the goaltending. They've got Vasilevsky. We've got Mackenzie Blackwood, who we picked up at the trade deadline. Only won 2 games for us in 11 attempts, but both of those wins were shutouts, and he put up a .918 save percentage and a .245 goals against, which was far better than Rittich in his first season. So let's go ahead and let's see. I wish there was some way that I could just sim here and not have it leave this page. If there is, I don't know about it. But if I sim to the next day, it's going to leave this page, and I wish it wouldn't do that. But let's see. So let's sim ahead one day. And we won. Wow, 3-2. Let's take a look at that one real quick. So Pastrnak got us on the board first from Bergeron and Marchand. Sean Corrali scored a goal in the second from Carlo and Sutter to put us up 2-0 going into the third. Kucherov got them on the board early in the third. Matt Grzelcyk picked up a goal midway through the third period. Stamkos scored with 11 minutes left, and we were able to hold on for the victory. Surprising, but hey, I'll take it. Marchand with an 85 game score in this one. Adam Pelech, Patrice Bergeron, David Pastrnak all over 70. For Tampa, Victor Hedman, 84. Stamkos, 73, and that was it. Mackenzie Blackwood stopped 37 out of 39 shots in that one. Tampa Bay had 21. Look at that. That second period must have been wild. 21 shots for the Bruins, 21 shots for the Lightning, 21 for the 21 for the Lightning, 16 for the Bruins in the second period. Vasilevsky stopped 34 out of 37. So we're up 1-0, believe it or not. Wouldn't have expected that. So let's go ahead and continue to the next game. And let's sim through that one. And we win again. Wow. We're up 2-0 over the number 1 seed and best and President's Cup winner, Tampa Bay Lightning. 6 goals. So first period was wild. Tampa got on the board first. Steven Stamkos at the 6:13 mark. Braden Point at the 9:02 mark to give Tampa a 2-0 lead. Jake DeBrusk and Eric Stahl would score. Stahl with 2 points in that first period. 2 goals 9 seconds apart. DeBrusk scored at 12:23, and then at 12:32, Eric Stahl tied it. Second period was all Bruins. Marchand from Bergeron, Craig Smith from Carlo and Texier, and then Jason Demers from Alexander Texier, who had 2 assists in that second period. Third period, Tyler Johnson scored to bring Tampa within 2, and then Patrice Bergeron with the power play empty net goal with just about a minute left to give us a 6-3 win and a 2-0 lead in the series. Marchand, again the leader with a 78, Bergeron with a 76. Brandon Carlo with a 73 on the other side. Again, Victor Hedman led them with a 76 rating. Mackenzie Blackwood only faced 18 shots in this one, stopped 15 of them. Not a great game, but got the win. Andrei Vasilevsky had a difficult one, 33 shots on goal, was able to make 28 saves. We outshot Tampa 34-18 in game number 2. So let's move on to game number 3. I certainly didn't expect this, but I'll take it. So let's go ahead and send it in the next day. And Tampa gets one back as they beat us 5-3 in game number 3. Andre Palat, Steven Stamkos get Tampa up 2-0. Jason Demers scores shorthanded for Marchand. Alex Killorn would score with 9 seconds left in the first period. That's a tough one on the power play to give Tampa a 3-1 lead going into the second period. Jake Bean would get us within a goal as he scored 2.5 minutes into the period, his first of the playoffs. Tyler Johnson and Victor Hedman would each pot goals in the second period to give Tampa a 5-2 lead going to the third period. Charlie McAvoy would bring us a little closer at the 6:44 mark of the third, but we wouldn't get any closer, and we dropped game 3, 5-3 for Tampa. Much better ratings for them. Braden Point, Steven Stamkos, Victor Hedman, all with 80s. For us, it was a tough one. Marchand had an 86, but that was the only score over 70. We were outshot 35-23 in this one. Blackman stopped 30 out of 35 shots. Vasilevsky in the other end, 20 out of 23. Tampa was 2 of 4 on the power play. We go to game 4, up 2-1. So if we lose, we're going to go right onto the post or the off season. So this may be a playoffs / off season episode. If we win it all, it's just going to be a playoffs episode. Or if I think we may only do the first couple rounds if we keep winning. So if we beat Tampa, we'll do the same thing in the second round. All right, so let's move on to the next day. An injured Brandon Carlo is suspended. Are you kidding? Suspended in the postseason? All right, so we'll replace him with Clifton. Let's go to the lines. Demers and how do I want to do this? Bean's only a left defenseman. Demers can do both, so we're going to do this. Bean and no, I'm gonna do this. I want my two best lines together. So Grzelcyk and Demers. We're gonna have to fix the penalty kill, I think. Yeah, I'm not doing Pellick and Clifton. We'll do that. Grzelcyk, McAvoy. So we'll do that. All right. So let's move on now to the next day. See if we can take a 3-1 lead. We cannot. Tampa ties the series at 2 games apiece. So we win the first 2 games of the series in Tampa. They come back and win the next 2 games in Boston. So let's take a look. So they took a 3-0 lead in the first period. Andres Borgman from Stamkos and Yanni Gourde, Andre Palat, and Ryan McDonough gave Tampa a 3-0 lead after 1. There would be no scoring in the second. They would score 23 seconds into the third, and Craig Smith would pick up his second goal of the postseason at the 5:36 mark, but we lose 4-1. So again, a lot of good scores for them. Hedman, McDonough, Borgman, Stamkos, Braden Point, Yanni Gourde, all over a 70 for us. Pasternak, Bergeron, Marchand, same as usual. Andrei Vasilevsky stopped 33 out of 34 shots. Mackenzie Blackwood, 18 out of 22. So we outshot them 34-22. And I believe it's our best of 7. Yeah, okay. So we are tied at 2 through 4 games. Look, most of the series are tied at 2. Florida and Ottawa, New York and Columbus, St. Louis, Colorado, Vancouver and Edmonton are all tied at 2. Vegas swept Minnesota. Nashville's up 3-1 on San Jose. And the Flyers are up 3-1 on Pittsburgh. So let's continue to the next game. All right, so let's sim through game number 5. We're up 3-2, so we got a chance to close it out tomorrow at home. Let's take a look at the box score. So, Yanni Gourde scored .550 into the first period to give Tampa a 1-0 lead. Then Connor Clifton in for a suspended Brandon Carlo would tie the game about a minute later. Brad Marchand scored with under a minute left in the second period to put us up 2-1. Second period was all Bruins. Sean Corrali, Charlie Coyle, Brad Marchand would score to give the Bruins a 5-1 lead. And then Tampa would come roaring back in the third period. Cal Foote, Braden Point, Steven Stamkos scored with just under 4 minutes left, but they could not get any closer. And we hold on, and we have a 3-2 series lead over Tampa Bay. So we're going to be playing game number 6 with the opportunity to close it out. Brad Marchand was the only one over a 70 game rating for us. For Tampa, they had 4: Hedman, McDonough, Borgman, and Stamkos. Mackenzie Blackwood stopped 25 out of 29 shots. Vasilevsky stopped 38 out of 43. The Bruins, we were just piling the shots on. We had 35 shots through 2 periods. All right, well, let's move on to game number 6 and see if we can close this one out. All right, here we go. Marchand, Bergeron, Pasternak, DeBrusk, Stahl, Kasha, Texier, Coyle, Smith, Wagner, Corrali, Sutter. On defense, Pelican, McAvoy, Grzelcyk, Demare, Clifton, and Bean. And in net for us, Mackenzie Blackwood. They will be starting Andrei Vasilevsky, who has got a .900 save percentage. Blackwood's not very good. He's got 3 wins, but only an .874 save percentage. So let's get to game number 6 and see if we can close this one out. In Tampa, or in Boston, I guess. Yeah, we are at the TD North Bank Garden for game number 6. Tampa Bay Lightning, Boston Bruins, opening round of the 2022 Stanley Cup playoffs. We're in black. Puck stolen away by the Lightning. Taken right back by the Bruins, and Pasta clears it down in deep. Can we upset the number 1 team in the postseason? Game number 6. Need some offense here. Shot is held on to by Vasilevsky. A couple of shots by the Bruins. Vasilevsky makes a couple of saves. Another shot, another save by Vasilevsky, and that one is iced by Tampa. So good start here for the Bruins. Looks like they've mixed up the lines a little bit. Pasternak is out there with Coyle and DeBrusk. Stolen away by the Bruins. Shot on, save by Blackwood. Bruins are able to get it out of the zone. Shot hits the side of the net. And the Bruins go in offsides. So no score here early in the first period. As we look to close this one out against Tampa Bay. The 118-point Tampa Bay Lightning. Puck goes wide by the Lightning. Shot is blocked and taken away by the Lightning, and the Lightning go in offsides. Bruins have their top line out there, and Nikita Kucherov is going to go 2 minutes for holding. Each team with 2 shots on goal here early in this first period. Bruins with power play opportunity. It's cleared out of play. Tampa wins the draw. Stolen away by the Bruins. Alex Killorn is going to go 2 minutes for tripping. So the Bruins are going to have a 5-on-3 for a minute. Andre Palat's going to go for tripping. So now they're going to have a 5-on-3 for, what, if I can figure this out, 2 minutes and 52 seconds, unless they score. Shot saved by Vasilevsky, kept in by the Bruins. And Tampa's going to get the puck out. Shot goes wide. Shot on Vasilevsky, and the Bruins change up. And we have an AI glitch, or graphics glitch. So it looks like Tampa's going to be able to kill off the entire power play here. That sucks. Yeah. Okay. And we might finally have, are we going to have, as the Bruins change up, can I do anything about this? Can I sim to the end of the period? Is that going to sim the game? I think it's going to sim the game. Or sim the... Alright, well, we'll just let the first period run out here. So, yeah. Well, that's disappointing. As the Bruins continue to change up. Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. So we're just gonna say that all sorts of really interesting things are happening in these final couple minutes of the first period. Tampa was able to kill off 5-on-3, which bodes well for Tampa in this one, as history usually says if a team kills off a 5-on-3, they have pretty good success the rest of the game. So let's just get through the end of this first period, and we'll get on to the second as, the graphic engine has decided to freak out on me, and I don't want to accidentally sim to the end of the game, so we'll just let it play through the end of the period. All right, so that's the end of the first period. So Andre Palat and Borgman both played 12 minutes in that period because they were standing out there with the puck for the last 6 minutes. All right, let's get to period number 2, and we are still a man up. So I'm not sure what happened there. There was obviously some sort of graphical glitch with that player who was on the ice that I don't think was supposed to be on the ice, and it caused the game to freak out, but we have the rest of our power play, and nothing comes of it. So it's still nothing here in the second period. Good opportunity for the Lightning, turned away by Blackwood. Both teams looking to break the ice, and the Bruins score first. 3 minutes and 38 seconds into the second period. Jake DeBrusk from Eric Stahl and Andre Kasha give us a 1-0 lead. Shot by Pasternak is kicked out by Vasilevsky. Eric Stahl will go 2 minutes for hooking. And Tampa will score on the power play to tie this one at 1. Braden point from Victor Hedman. And we come right back. Sean Corrali on the breakaway from Connor Clifton and Matt Grzelcyk give us a 2-1 lead. So 3 goals in about 2 minutes here in the second period. And Tanner Richard is going to go 5 minutes for fighting. And who did he fight? Looks like Matt Grzelcyk. Bruins ice the puck. .50 left in the middle period. We have a 2-1 lead in the game and a 3-2 lead in the series as Vasilevsky is able to hold on to that one. Yanni Gourde is going to go 2 minutes for interference. Tampa's not doing themselves any favors with the number of penalty minutes in this one. So we go on the man advantage again. Looking for a 2-goal lead. Shot, score from the point. Andre Kasha from Brad Marchand and Jake Bean give us a 3-1 lead midway through period number 2. Just need to hold on here. Tampa's got a killer offense, so this one's not over yet. Couple of shots on goal by Sutter, and Tyler Johnson's going to go 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Shot saved by Vasilevsky. And Alex Killorn is going to go for high sticking. So we're going to have a 2-man advantage again for 42 seconds. Shot, score. Brad Marchand from the left, or Patrice Bergeron tipped it on the shot from Marchand and Pasternak. And we have exploded for 4 second period goals to take a 4-1 lead. We're still a man up for the next 10 seconds. Cleared in by Tampa. Breakaway for the Lightning, and Blackwood is able to hold the fort. Breakaway for the Bruins. Coyle has his pocket picked last minute. Shot saved by Blackwood. Saved by Vasilevsky. Another opportunity for Tampa's turned aside by Mackenzie Blackwood. Another save. We're down under 5 minutes here in period number 2. Saved by Blackwood again. 3 minutes left. Second period. 4 goals here in period number 2, giving us a 4-1 lead. The fans at the Garden are on their feet. Puck is iced by the Bruins. We're down to a minute and a half. Face off to the left. Mackenzie Blackwood cleared out by the Bruins. Shot on Vasilevsky is kicked aside from Kasha. Bruins lose the puck. Shot on Blackwood is held on to with 18 seconds left. And that's going to do it for the second period. 4 goals in the second period to give the Bruins a 4-1 lead. Jake DeBrusk scored to give the Bruins a 1-0 lead. Then about a minute later, Braden Point would tie it on the power play. We would then get goals from Corrali, Kasha, and Bergeron to give us a 4-1 lead. We're currently out shooting Tampa 18-14 here in this one. So let's see if we can hold on and advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Shot doesn't make it through. I don't know if that one made it through, but either way, Tampa has the puck now. Bruins get it back. Breakaway opportunity. Shot, score. Brad Marchand with the snipe from Patrice Bergeron, and the Bruins have blown this one open. It's 5-1. Another shot on Vasilevsky is kicked out. Bruins are getting their revenge for the 2020 bubble playoffs here in 2022. Shot kicked out by Vasilevsky. Cleared in by Pasternak. Marchand on the back check is able to take the puck away. Tampa gets it back, but the Bruins defense is swarming. DeBrusk with the shot, and that one's turned aside by Andre Vasilevsky. Shot doesn't make it through, and then Connor Clifton's able to steal it. Shot goes wide, and the Bruins are able to ice it. 13 minutes left. Another icing by the Bruins. One by Charlie Coyle. Tampa gets it back. Shot on Blackwood. Kicked into the corner. Matt Grzelcyk has it and he gets it out for the Bruins. Shot held on to by Vasilevsky. We're down to 11:48 in period number 3. Held on to by Blackwood. Probably the safest plan here. Don't give Tampa any rebound opportunities. DeBrusk gets a nice opportunity there, but Vasilevsky's able to close the 5-hole. Bruins have it under 10 minutes, closer to 9 here in period number 3. 5-1 Bruins lead. Held on to by Blackwood again, and Kuraly will take the draw and win the draw for the Bruins. Held on to again by Blackwood. Kuraly wins the draw again. Bruins get it out to center ice. We're under 8 minutes now. Tampa gets it back in, and it's taken away, taken right back. Blackwood has it, tries to clear it out, gives it right to Tampa, who gets another shot, but Blackwood is there to make the save. Blackwood is able to stop that one, and the Bruins get it out of the zone. We're under 6. Excuse me. Down to 5 minutes now. The Ford F-150 final 5, as Jack would say. Puck's cleared out of the zone. Shot kicked into the corner. We're under 4 now as Kasha puts that one right on net, and Vasilevsky squeezes the pads. It's cleared out and iced by Tampa. We're down to 2.5 minutes, and it looks like the upset is going to be finalized here by the Bruins. The number 8 seed Boston Bruins are going to defeat the President's Cup winning Tampa Bay Lightning in 6 games here in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Bruins took a 2-0 lead in this series. Tampa would win the next 2 games to tie it at 2, and then the Bruins would take games 5 and 6 to win this series. Win this game 5-1 and win the series 4-2. Let's take a look at the box score. First period, no scoring. Second period, all Bruins, 4 goals. Jake DeBrusk scored at the 3:32 mark from Stahl and Kasha. Braden Point would pick up his 3rd of the playoffs from Hedman and Stamkos. Kuraly, Kasha, and Bergeron would then score for the Bruins. Kuraly, that's his 3rd goal of the postseason. In the third period, the Bruins would tack on one more Marchand from Bergeron on a snipe to the far post, beating Andrei Vasilevsky, and the Bruins take this one 5-1 and take the series 4-2 for the Bruins. Andrei Kasha was the star. He had an 83, had a huge game. 1 goal, 1 assist. He had 2 points. He was a +1. He had 5 shots on goal, blocked 2 shots. Andrei Kasha was a beast in this one for us. Brad Marchand with a goal and 2 assists. Mackenzie Blackwood stopped 19 out of 20 shots. Andrei Vasilevsky stopped 25 out of 30. And we advance to the next round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So let's, it's not going to show me that way. It's going to go here. So it looks like Ottawa won 4-2, and the Islanders and Columbus. So Columbus takes out the Islanders in Game 7. So I'm not sure who we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing the Ottawa Senators, or the Ottawa Senators. Anything here? Brandon Carlo's back from suspension. So let's... Demers is out with blurred vision. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and replace him with Brandon Carlo. Yeah, that's fine. And then, oops. Penalty kill. Yep, that's fine. All right, so let's quickly take a look at our stats for that series. Brad Marchand, 11 points in that series. 4 goals, 7 assists in 6 games. Patrice Bergeron had 7. Pasternak and Kasha each with 5. Demers with 4 points in 6 games. That was not expected out of him, as he only had 2 points in 20 games in the regular season for us. Craig Smith with 4. Eric Stahl with 4. Sean Kuraly scored 3 goals, was second on the team. And Mackenzie Blackwood was... goalie stats. Mackenzie Blackwood, 3.18 goals against, 883 save percentage, but he actually stopped a higher percentage of shots than what was anticipated. That's what this GSAA goals saved above average. So he was actually above average, even though the save percentage and the goals against were a little bit high and low, respectively. So let's take a look, excuse me, at the Ottawa Senators. Let's look at their regular season stats first. So they were led by Thomas Chabot. He had, or is it Chabot? Had 76 points in 74 games. Mike Hoffman actually signed with Ottawa in this world, or re-signed with Ottawa in this world, I guess. 69 points in 72 games. Alex Galchenyuk, 54 and 81. Brady Tkachuk, 53 and 76. Colin White, 50. They had very balanced scoring. Philip Chlapik, 48 points in 78 games. Chris Tierney, 42, was plus 19. Very balanced. A lot of players with more than 10 goals in goal for them. Jacob Kovar was their main guy, 35 and 21 with a 2.78 goals against, 913 save percentage, and then Matt Murray is their backup. So I think we'll probably get Kovar, I would imagine, in this one. So let's do the same thing. We'll sim ahead to the elimination game, and then we'll play that elimination game. I don't know that I'm going to play more than a couple of games here, so hopefully there's only one elimination game, good or bad. If not, we may have to go into another episode. So let's see what happens. So we take a 1-0 lead as we blow out the Senators. We put up a 7 spot. First period, Drake Batherson from Chabot and Logan Brown. Jake DeBrusk would tie it 58 seconds later from Eric Stahl. Second period was an explosion of goals. 6 goals in total, 4 for the Bruins. Charlie Coyle, Craig Smith would give us a 3-1 lead. They would come back and tie it as Hoffman and Batherson again with a second of the game to tie it at 3. And then David Pastrnak with 2 power play goals in the final 4.5 minutes of the second period would give us a 5-3 lead going into the third. And then in the third, Patrice Bergeron would pick up a couple of goals a couple minutes apart to give us a 7-3 victory. In this one, both Bergeron and Pastrnak had 5-point games, 2 goals, 3 assists for each of them. Pastrnak led the way with an 83 rating and a lot of high scores here. 74 for Bergeron, 75 for Pelech, 70 for Jake Bean, a couple of 68. So good game for the Bruins. On the other side, Thomas Chabot, 91 rating. Mackenzie Blackwood stopped 31 out of 34 shots. It looks like Kovar got the start and got pulled, give up 5 goals on 14 shots. Matt Murray came in, stopped 9 out of 11. We were outshot, 34-25, and we were a perfect 3 for 3 on the power play. So let's move on and let's get to game number 2. So good start here in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Game number 2. Series is tied at 1. Ottawa comes back and takes game 2, 3-2. I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick just to be safe. Let's look at the box score. So first period, Brady Tkachuk, Brad Marchand going to the second period, tied at 1. Mike Hoffman and Justin Braun would score goals to give Ottawa a 3-1 lead. Patrice Bergeron would score 38 seconds into the third period, but the Bruins would get no closer as we drop game number 2 at the Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa. Series is tied at 1. Brad Marchand led the way with a 76. David Pastrnak with a 73. 2 more points in this one. That's 7 points in 2 games for number 88. Excuse me, this talking. Esa Lindell with a really solid game for Ottawa, 83 game rating. Mackenzie Blackwood stopped 35 out of 38 shots. Matt Murray got the start in this one, stopped 32 out of 34. Ottawa with 20 shots on goal in the first period. So we go to game number 3, tied at 1. Let's go ahead and actually let's take a look if Demer's still out. Okay. Let's go ahead and sim to the next day. And we win 2-1 in overtime. First overtime game. Brady Tkachuk got the scoring started for Ottawa, his 4th from Colin White and Connor Brown. Eric Stahl would pick up his second goal of the postseason from Jake DeBrusk and Charlie McAvoy in the third. And in overtime, at the 18-18 mark of period number 1, Chris Wagner, the mayor of Walpole, Chris Wagner from Sean Corrali and Connor Clifton would give the Bruins a 2-1 win and a 2-1 series lead. So some good scores here. 4 scores of 75 or higher for the Ottawa defense. For us, a lot of 60s and 70s. This is a defensive struggle. Charlie McAvoy, Jake Bean, Matt Grzelcyk, Adam Pelech, all with at least a 70. Brandon Carlo with a 67. Mackenzie Blackwood, 44 out of 45 shots he stopped. Absolutely monster game for Mackenzie Blackwood. Matt Murray stopped 30 out of 32. But Mackenzie Blackwood was the star of this one for the Bruins. And we take a 2-1 series lead. Let's move on to game number 4 and see if we can extend that lead to 3-1. I'm hoping to get a couple of videos in this weekend. It's Friday afternoon. At this point, it's about 12:45. I hope to do a video today and then have some time this weekend, hopefully tomorrow, to do another one. So my goal is to have us up to the start of next season by the end of the weekend. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I have a honey to-do list this weekend, and if not, I should have plenty of time to record some videos. So let's see if we can extend our lead here to 3-1. We can, as we pick up a 5-3 victory. 1 game away from the Eastern Conference Finals are the number 8 seed Boston Bruins, the Cinderella Boston Bruins. First period, 3 goals. Charlie McAvoy, Craig Smith, and Alexander Texier. Texier with 3 points in the first period. McAvoy had 2. Craig Smith also had 3 points in that period. Texier a goal and 2 assists. Smith with a goal and 2 assists. In the second period, Ottawa, Matt Calvert would score from Hoffman and Shabbat. Brad Marchand with a 6th goal of the postseason from Bergeron and Pasternak. Galchenyuk from Schlappick and Chabot would bring Ottawa within 2 at 4-2 after 2. Brady Tkachuk would get them within a goal at the 5-minute mark, and then Connor Clifton with an empty net goal at the 19:31 mark to give the Bruins a 5-3 win and a 3-1 series lead. Again, Lindell, Chabot, and Brandstrom all played really well for Ottawa. For the Bruins, Brad Marchand with an 83 overall, Charlie McAvoy and David Pasternak were our best players. Matt Murray stopped 31 out of 35 shots. On the other side for us, Mackenzie Blackwood, 27 out of 30 were stopped. We outshot Ottawa 36-30 in this one. So this next game will be an elimination game. So we are going to play game number 5 in Ottawa against the Senators, trying to close this one out. Now, if I lose this game, that means we're also going to play game 6, and that will probably be next episode. So keep your fingers crossed and hope that we can win. Oops, banged into my windscreen. Hopefully we can win this one and just move on to the conference championship. Same lines with one exception: Marchand, Bergeron, Pasternak, DeBrusk, Stahl, Kasha, Texier, Coyle, Smith, Wagner, Corrali, Sutter, Pelican, McAvoy, Grzelcyk, and Carlo. And then Connor Clifton is still out there as Demare is still hurt. Jake Bean, and in goal, Mackenzie Blackwood, who's going to get the start for Ottawa. Matt Murray will get the start for Ottawa. 911 save percentage. 906 save percentage in the postseason for Mackenzie Blackwood, making his 11th start. He's got 7 wins. So let's get to it. See if we can close this one out north of the border. Our last elimination game, we dominated as we beat Tampa 5-1. In Game 6 of that series. A couple of good opportunities for Ottawa early on here, though. Another shot on Blackwood, and Mackenzie Blackwood has been busy here thus far. Breakaway opportunity for the Bruins. Shot, score. First opportunity, first shot on goal of the game. Craig Smith from Alexander Texier and Sean Corrali have given the Bruins a 1-0 lead just over 3 minutes into this one. Another shot kicked out by Murray. It's cleared into the corner. Bruins have it. So it's funny, in the last episode I had mentioned, at the end of the episode, I had mentioned 3 or 4 players that I was potentially looking to move in the offseason due to their contracts and kind of what lines they're playing on and the amount of value I'm getting out of them. And 2 of those players were Craig Smith and Alexander Texier. And they've both been really, really good in the postseason for us. So as Ottawa ties it up, Vitaly Abramov from Schlappick and Nikita Zaitsev 1-1 here in the first period. 9 shots on goal already for the Senators. Bruins got to tighten it up defensively here a little bit. That one is kicked, that one is blocked before it gets to Blackwood. Cleared in by the Bruins. Shot saved by Matt Murray. Taken away by the Bees. Shot save Murray. Shot save Murray. Bruins offense getting moving here a little bit. Good passing by Ottawa, but they can't get a shot on goal. That one is on goal, and Murray will hold on to it. Shots score right off the face-off. Brad Marchand from Patrice Bergeron. Those 2 guys they can play this game blindfolded and find each other on the ice. Bergeron wins the draw right to Marchand, who in one motion sweeps it past Murray, and we're up 2-1. Bruins have a breakaway, a 2-0 breakaway, and they weren't able to put that one past Matt Murray. One is cleared in by the Senators. Down to 4 minutes left in period number 1. 2-1 Bruins lead here in game 5. Bruins looking to close this one out. Excuse me, I can't shake this cough. Shot goes wide, just wide of the right post of Matt Murray. Senators have the puck taken away. Under 2 minutes left in the first period. Brusque has it stolen, but he gets it right back. It's taken away again. Under a minute in period 1. Bruins looking to get an opportunity here as time is close to expiring, and that one goes just wide of the left post. And we go to the second period up 2-1. Both teams with 10 shots on goal. Craig Smith and Brad Marchand score for us as we go into the second period up 2-1. Is cleared out of play. Face off just outside the Ottawa zone, won by the Senators. Shot goes wide. That one's cleared in deep by I think it was Brandon Carlo. Bruins take the puck away in their own zone. Turn it over at the blue line. That one's saved by Blackwood. And cleared out, or shot out of play by the Bruins. Face off outside the zone. 16 minutes left in the middle frame. 2-1 Bruins. Craig Smith and Brad Marchand. Breakaway opportunity. Jake DeBrusk, the 2-on-1 from Kasha. DeBrusk pots it. The Bruins lead 3-1 here in game number 5. DeBrusk from Kasha and Stahl give the Bruins a 3-1 lead here in game number 5. So the Cinderella Bruins team, another opportunity breakaway, and that one is saved. This Cinderella Bruins team looking to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals as we're about midway through the second period. Bruins lead 3-1. Going to be iced by the Bruins. Oh no, shot on by Kasha is held on to by Matt Murray. scaled out of play into the penalty box. Opportunity here for the Senators. Shot on, saved by Blackwood. Shot held on to by Murray, and we are midway through this hockey game. 10-minute mark of the second period, and the Bruins extend their lead as Brandon Carlo bombs one from in between the face-off dots from Grzelcyk and Kuraly, and we're up 4-1. Brady Tkachuk's going to go 2 minutes for slashing. That is a frustration penalty by the young Tkachuk, and the Bruins will go on the man advantage, up 4-1. I better make sure I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, let's get back to the game. Bruins looking to extend a 3-goal lead. Ottawa has it, and they're able to get it out of the zone, so they kill off the first minute of the power play. Bruins are changing up, and Ottawa takes it away, and that will just about do it on the power play. Shot on, short-handed goal. 7 seconds left. Bad goal given up by Mackenzie Blackwood. Drake Batherson from Zaitsev and Chabot, and it's 4-2. That was a terrible goal given up by Mackenzie Blackwood. The Bruins get it right back, though. Craig Smith with the rocket from the left faceoff dot from Charlie Coyle beats Murray, and we're up 5-2. Bruins offense is rolling in this one. Back to a 3-goal Bruins lead, as that one is going to be iced. And Ottawa gets it right back. Alex Galchenyuk from Schlappick and Shabbat has brought them within 2, so it's 5-3. A wild game 5 here north of the border. Breakaway opportunity for Ottawa, saved by Blackwood. Murray holds on to that one. Ottawa is able to take the puck away, and they're going to ice this. So we're down to 5 minutes left. Bruins with a 2-goal lead. It's going to be iced again. And Thomas Chabot is going to go for tripping, and the Bruins will be on the power play. Shot is saved, kept in by the Bruins. Passed around a whole bunch. I can't keep track of it. Bruins still have it in the zone. Pasternak buries it from Marchand and Kasha, and it's a 6 spot here for the Bruins in game number 5 as they score on the power play to take a 6-3 lead over the Senators with 3 minutes left in the second period. Shot held on to by Blackwood. Shot kicked out by Blackwood. Bruins get this one out. We're under 2 minutes left in period number 2. Coyle and Clifton playing some defense. Blackwood makes the save, and the Bruins go in offsides. We're down to 1 minute left here in the middle frame. Bruins with one last chance here in the second period, and held on to with 1 second left as it looks like Matt Murray was pulled. He was. Kovar was brought in. We are through 2, and the Bruins with a 6-3 lead. They put up a 4 spot in the second period. Craig Smith with 2 goals in this one. Kuraly and Kasha with 2 assists each. Bruins are out shooting Ottawa 26-20 as they've forced Ottawa to pull their goaltender for the second time in this series. Kovar started game 1 and was pulled. Game 5, Murray started and he was pulled. So we'll go to the third, up by 3. Bruins looking to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals with a victory here today. It's cleared down by the Bruins. Minute and a half gone in period number 3. Shot goes out of play. Face-off won by the Bruins. Shot by DeBrusk from in close, held on to by Kovar and iced by the Senators. Shot saved by Kovar. Bruins get it right back. Another shot, save Kovar. Ottawa's finally able to get it out of the zone and get a change. These players have been on the ice for the entirety of the whole first 2.5 minutes of the third. Bruins get the puck into the Ottawa zone with 5 minutes gone here. Bruins looking to add, looking to get that extra point as puck is held on to by Kovar. 6-3 Bruins lead. Opportunity here for the Senators, but McAvoy gets back on it. DeBrusk and Kasha playing catch in the crease, and was able to get that one out, but the Bruins take over at center ice. Shot on by Grzelcyk, kicked into the corner. Shot on by DeBrusk is saved. Bruins have it at center ice. Breakaway opportunity one way, then a breakaway opportunity the other way, and Brady Tkachuk is able to pot the goal and bring Ottawa within 2. We had looked like a 4-0 breakaway down at the other end. Couldn't score. Brady Tkachuk came back the other way, beat Mackenzie Blackwood, and it's 6-4 now with 11 minutes left. That one goes wide, and Alexander Texier is going to go 2 minutes for interference. Ottawa only down by 2 on the man advantage with still plenty of time left to get back into this one. Shot by Bergeron is kicked out. Bruins get it right back. Marchand to Bergeron. Shot goes wide. 30 seconds left on the PK. Saved by Blackwood, and the Bruins are able to kill it. Texier has it, fresh out of the box. We're under 9. Bruins up by 2. Shot, score! Ottawa gets within a goal. Philip Schlappick from Abramov and Braun, and it's 6-5 Bruins with 8:21 left. Bruins need to hold on here. Came into the third period with a 3-goal lead. Ottawa with 2 goals here midway through the second period, or midway through the third period to get within 1. Shot saved there by Blackwood. Breakaway opportunity for the Bruins. Marchand scores. Brad Marchand from David Pastrnak. No doubter. A 3-point game for the little ball of hate. 2 goals and an assist here in game number 5. Leads back to 2. It's 7-5. I feel like we're playing hockey in 1984 at this point with the number of goals scored in this game. Saved by Blackwood. Bruins have it in the Ottawa zone. So looking to play some defense here for the final 5. Come out of this one with a victory and advance. A couple of shots by the Bruins. Not able to penetrate Kovar, but they get the puck right back. Down to 3.5. Ottawa's going to have to think about pulling their goalie here soon. Down by 2 with 3 minutes left and their season on the line. Nikita Zaitsev going to go 2 minutes for slashing, and that should just about seal this one for the Bruins, especially if they can get a goal here on this power play. Oh, and the puck is held on to by Kovar. And Brad Marchand's going to go 2 minutes for cross-checking. So dumb penalty by number 63. We're going to be 4-on-4 for the next minute. Looks like it's going to be... Oh, wait a minute. Why is... Oh, must have been double minors. All I can account for there, as that one's cleared out of play. The Bruins are still on a 5-on-4. Breakaway opportunity. Drake Batherson is going to go for interference as the Bruins had an open net there. Shot, score by the Bruins. 16 seconds left in this one. Alexander Texier from McAvoy and Smith will seal it, and the Boston Bruins are going to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals with a 4-1 series victory in 5 games, beating Ottawa 8-5 here in this one. Very high-scoring game as the Bruins will take this one and win the series. So first period, Craig Smith got on the board first. Vitaly Abramov would tie it. Brad Marchand at the 12:16 mark would send us into the second, up 2-1. 6 goals in the second period. Jake DeBrusk and Brandon Carlo would give us a 4-1 lead. Drake Batherson would score shorthanded to make it 4-2. Craig Smith would score to make it 5-2. Alex Galchenyuk 5-3. David Pastrnak on the power play. Just about 3 minutes left in the second to give the Bruins a 6-3 lead. First 2 goals of the third were off the sticks of the Senators. Brady Tkachuk and Philip Schlappick would each score to bring Ottawa within 1 with plenty of time left. There was still about 8.5 minutes left in the third period. Brad Marchand would score at the 13:41 mark to make it 7-5. And then Alexander Texier on the power play with the the game clincher to put this one away at 8-5. So some good scores on the offensive side this time. Craig Smith, David Pastrnak, and Andre Kasha each with 70s. And on the other side, nobody for Ottawa. Mackenzie Blackwood stopped 23 out of 28. Matt Murray got the start for Ottawa, stopped 18 out of 24 shots, was pulled. Kovar came in and was able to stop 18 out of 20. We outshot Ottawa 44-28. We were 2 for 5 on the power play. So let's go ahead and continue and see who we're going to be playing. I think it said it was either going to be Columbus or Philadelphia, I think is what it said. Yep, series tied at 3. And we're going to be taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. So let's take a look at our stats through 2 playoff series here. We'll look at Columbus really quickly, and then we'll call it an episode. So Brad Marchand, 18 points. Patrice Bergeron, 16. David Pastrnak, 15 through 11 games. Craig Smith averaging a point a game here in the postseason. Alexander Texier averaging almost a point a game here in the postseason as well, which is amazing. He only scored 32 points in 74 games. He's got 10 in 11 here in the postseason. Craig Smith only had 14 goals in the regular season in 73 games. He's got 6 here in 11 postseason games. Up and down the lineup, good performances. Jake DeBrusk with 4 goals. I will take it. Let's look at our goaltending. Mackenzie Blackwood, 302 goals against, 899 save percentage, still a little above average. Let's take a look at the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's look at their regular season first. Actually, let's look at playoffs since we're here. Gustav Nyquist, 14 points in 14 games. Kevin Stenlund has 11 in 14, and Seth Jones with 10 in 14. RNH plays for Columbus after spending most of his career, all of his career with Edmonton. 27 points in 21 games with Columbus. They must have signed him as a restricted free agent, or he was hurt. I'm not sure. He's got 9 points in 14 games. Cam Atkinson, 8 in 14. So they're not scoring a ton of points. Max Domi plays for Columbus now. 7 points in 13 games. Liam Foudy, 7 in 13. Zach Werenski's a plus 10. Jonas Korpisalo is their goaltender. He started 14 games, 3.21 goals against, 896 save percentage. So he's been average. For the regular season, Korpisalo started 60 games and was quite good. 291 goals against, 908 save percentage. And Max Domi led the team with 85 points in 80 games. So when did he come over from? I thought he must have gotten traded. I don't know. Max Domi, 85 points in 80 games. Cam Atkinson, 77 and 73. And Zach Werenski, a defenseman, was 7. Look at that. Zach Werenski and Seth Jones, each over 60 points from the defense side of things. Pierre-Luc Dubois, who is no longer a Blue Jacket in real life, but he is still here, 54 points in 77 games. So, again, a lot of balanced scoring for them. But that's for next time. So when we come back, the next episode will be Conference Championship and hopefully the Stanley Cup Finals. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had fun doing it. As always, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Apparently that affects the YouTube algorithm. I don't really know what any of that means. I'm still new to this, but I see people talking about it, so I figure I should talk about it myself. So, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions. And until we talk again, everybody take care. Bye-bye.